Hi everybody, welcome to middle school French again. Bonjour, bienvenue au français pour le collège de Northcott Christian School. Andrea Dignon, votre professeur, Mrs. Dignon, your professor, or your teacher. Also Mrs. Nelson, Madame Nelson, is also teaching this. So today we are going to take a little bit of time to go through our website, check out our website. Check it out, look at it, make sure we have everything all set up and you know how to get there and where things are located and what you can do with the website and just amazing stuff. And then what we'll do is we'll go through what one of your homework assignments is. We'll go through that. And then finally, what we'll do is we'll check out your flashcards, and that is a major homework assignment. Got to make sure those are done before Thursday. So make sure those are all finished, but I'm going to show you exactly how to do them. So first things first, let's take a gander at our website, okay? Here is our website, and I'm actually not going to have myself on the page right now, so I'll be back. Okay? All right, this is our website. Here is the website address. It's www.abonfrench.wikispaces.com. And don't forget these little dashes in between the abon. Okay, this website is a free website, so you do not have to worry about anything where it says like you are not a member of this Wikispace or something like that. Just go over here to this little X right here and exit it out. It is so not even worth it. You don't have to. It's a free website. You don't have to worry about it. So whatever you have to do to make sure that you have that website ready to go at all times, that's what we want to make sure that you got. I will always put it on the website on RenWeb, so that should be perfectly fine. But just for now, you might want to bookmark it or write it down or put it on the inside of your book. That's always a good thing, the inside part of your book where you open up the front cover. That's always a really good idea to have it there always for you. So here's our website, abonfrench.wikispaces.com. This is a website that was created by Madame Thomas, very, very good friend of mine and an amazing teacher as well. She actually taught me in high school, which is awesome. But you'll see a lot of information here. Let's start first and foremost. We're going to start over here on the left-hand side in this little red toolbar here. You've got About Madame Thomas, France, Spain, 2014. That's actually a travel website where Madame Thomas is actually taking a group or took a group to France and Spain. You'll see a bunch of YouTube videos. This will take you to Madame Thomas' YouTube channel. Flickr sets. There's a Spanish version of this as well, which is really cool. It's just now released this year. Vocab, all kinds of different things. There's cool culture links here. There are really cool videos that we're actually going to take some time and look through, especially for the culture aspect of it. That'll be over here. There's some music, okay? And I think I accidentally clicked on one of them. We'll go back. 1 second. Okay. And then finally, we've got some art and some fun little things and, tools and links and things that you'll see here. Okay. So I want you to take some time and go through the website, especially on this section here, this little red toolbar. It is just some really, really cool information. But let's move on now to our actual book. Okay, now what you'll see here is our book, the spiral bound book that you actually hold, the one that you can hold in your hand, is divided up into these chapters. We've got chapitre préliminaire. This is your preliminary chapter. This is the one that we're actually working on right now. Alphabet, roll call, and numbers. And all three of these we will be working on for the next, I'm going to go for about the next month since we meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Chapitre 1 is school supplies and commands. And when we're talking about commands, we're talking about a command that might be attache tes lacets, which would be tie your shoes. You'll hear me say that a lot. Or even more, you'll hear me say is refais ta chemise. So tuck your shirt in. You'll hear a lot of those things. And you will learn a lot about how to say please and formality during that one. Chapitre 2 is our francophonie and our Western Europe and our nationalities. This is a really cool section here where we get to talk about where French is spoken. We talked about this in my 7th block just the other day. We'll talk about it in our 8th block coming up. Greetings, toi and moi, which means you and me. Hair, eyes, and size. This is a really cool one. You guys get to go through and do some really cool activities, interactive activities. And then we'll have personality and family. And this whole section here will be taken care of during first semester. Second semester, we'll get into the rest of this, which is personality, family, weather, leisure and opinion. Now, this is stuff where we'll talk about sports. So dudes, prepare yourself. We may do a little bit of birthday parties. That's a difficult one, but we'll go through it if we have to. Clothing, directions and places. This one's my favorite. I love to do this. You'll see I'll put a map of a city out on the floor, and we'll get to use little micro machines, little cars to navigate through cities and things like that. We'll talk about time, and then we'll do holidays and things like that. But this is a really, really great division of how our chapters are broken up, and you'll see that they're broken up in segments 1, 2, and 3. You'll have a major grade in segment 1, a major grade in segment 2, and a major grade in segment 3. But again, you'll only have one of those like maybe every 1 or 2 weeks, so don't freak out about that or anything. So that's our website, okay? When you click on the first one, let's go for the first thing, because actually our first segment that we're going to look at is called roll call. If we click on the roll call section, you'll see a bunch of YouTube videos and a bunch of cool links to Quizlet. Love, love, love Quizlet. Quizlet is an awesome tool for us to use. You'll see little games here and there, and then you'll actually see our dialogues that we make. This says bonjour la classe, hello class. So it's French to English. There's more audio things that we have here as well. So there's a ton of information up on the website. If you click on, let's say we click on the Quizlet here, we'll start with this Quizlet here. And we'll go to the flashcard section.
J'étais à l'infirmerie.
You can hear that you'll actually get to hear the authentic French version of our card. So, j'étais à l'infirmerie. I'm going to turn the audio off so we don't hear what it says on the English side, but I was in the infirmary. And when we talk about the infirmary here, obviously we're talking about going to the nurse's office. The next one would be, let's turn the audio on.
J'étais de corvée à la cantine.
J'étais de corvée à la cantine. And that would be...
I was at lunch duty.
I was at lunch duty. There you go. So we get an opportunity to see all of our flashcards. Super, super cool. Let's go back really quick, and you can see that there's this one here that has just the roll call, the words with the pictures and stuff. Here, we just get to see the images, and we'll actually be using this specifically on Thursday when we do our live FaceTime class. Otherwise, that's about it for roll call right now. But what I would like to talk to you about right now, for first thing, is to work on the homework assignment that's been given out to you. Now, your homework assignment that I gave my 7th block, my 8th block will get it as well, is just to kind of go through this scavenger hunt, this Abon website, okay? There's some questions to ask that are asked here. Who wrote Abon? Who wrote this book? Who wrote this website? How many languages can Abon be translated into? And so if you see, if we go back to the Abon website, you'll actually get an opportunity to see all of this information. You can see the answers to the questions. Maybe if we look at Madame Thomas' specifics about her, you can see that she is the author of the Abon site. So there you go, number 1, already done. If we go back, you can see there's actually more information on there as well. But let's go back to the Word document. How many languages? When was it created? You'll just go through the website and see if you can find the answers to these things. There's a picture right here that's actually on your sheet of paper. This is to click on the commands page, and what happens when you click on this image? You're actually going to go through and answer that question. Okay, so there's a ton of different information on this, and the main point of doing this is just so that I know that you're going through your website and you know how to get to it and you know how to find all the information on it. If you have any questions, obviously email me, tweet me, anything you want to do is perfectly fine. But just let me know if you have any questions about it. All right, I'm going to exit out of this. And now what we're going to do, I'm going to bring myself back up into the picture. And we're actually going to talk today about the big assignment that I really would like for you guys to do. And that is, I want you guys to work on your flashcards. Your flashcards are going to be due on Thursday. They need to be cut out. Okay, and really the main point here is to make sure that you have 2 items completed, at least 2 items completed on these. The reason why I have them you cut them out at home is, well, honestly, it's messy in the classroom. It's very, very messy in the classroom. So I would rather you go ahead and cut them out and then bring them to class so that they're all ready to go. And then we'll do our live FaceTime class and you won't have to worry about it. So here's the deal. Let's look at, I'm going to scoot myself over a little bit. There I am. Hi, I'm still here. But I'm not going to be for long. There I am. Here we go. Let me just make this a little smaller so at least everybody fits. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on a minute. Escape. Just a second. I apologize. I do not know why I did that. I apologize. All right, so here we are. All right, so this is our flashcard set. All right. Now, we're going to pretend like this is the front of your card that you've already cut out. When you cut out this card, the first thing I want you to do is here on one section, I want you to put your initials, okay? My initials, A, D. That's what goes there, period. That's all you need on that left-hand corner. The reason why I have you go ahead and put your initials on there is sometimes these flashcards can get displaced or misplaced. And what if I find one in the middle of the hallway and I see that it's got the initials AD on it? I can go and see who that is and find out who that is. By the time that we do all these crazy flashcards, I'll know your handwriting. But AD, make sure that your initials are on there on the left-hand side, this section here. On this section here, I want you to put N7 if you have Madame Nelson during 7th block. Okay, 7th block, Madame Nelson, N7. If you have me during 7th block, D7. Okay, Dignon 7, Nelson 7. See how that works? Do you see what I did there? I'm a very smart character. If you've got me during 8th block, D8. Okay, and if you've got Madame Nelson during that time, N8. And again, that helps us find you if by chance one of your cards gets lost. Okay, I'm not worried about it if it gets lost. It's okay. Sometimes it happens, and that's all right. All right, so I'm not gonna get upset with you or anything like that. Absolutely not. Okay. All right, now if you are an overachiever, an amazingly wonderful person, and you want to go ahead and get the rest of your flashcards done, here you go. The back of your card, this is the back of your card. You'll turn the card over. There will be 0 English on the back of your card. No English whatsoever. So do not put the English on your card. Here's the deal with that. When you were growing up, because I know you're all grown up and fabulous now, but when you were growing up and your mother or your father was trying to teach you the word for a bottle, okay, I actually have a water bottle here. So she was trying to teach you the word for a bottle. Did she happen or did he happen to hand you a flashcard that had the word bottle on it? No. Like it wasn't written out with the word bottle on it. B-O-T-T-L-E. That is not how you learned the word bottle, right? You learned the word bottle by them handing you something that actually looked like a bottle and giving it to you and saying bottle. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so the same concept applies for us as well. In these flashcards do not have the written English on the front of it. Okay, they actually have a picture. So you're relating the French to a picture, and that's the way that we learn languages inherently. That's just how it is. So on the back of your card, what I'd like for you to do is you'll actually go over here to the Avon website. You'll click on the roll call, okay? You'll go down to where we were earlier, to this Quizlet set. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn my audio off in just a second. Let me go to the flashcards.
J'étais de corvée à la...
Okay, so on the back of that flashcard, we'll go with this side first. Do you see the front of the flashcard is here? We know that it means I was at the infirmary, but on the back of your flashcard, you're just going to write this phrase. J'étais à l'infirmerie. J'étais à l'infirmerie. So, right here, j'étais à l'infirmerie. Okay? And you're done. That's it. All right? For the next one, let's say, for instance, I want to get rid of this one. And let's say that, let me move this back down where it goes. Let's say for this specific card, this one is actually, I was at the water fountain. Okay? Let's go find the water fountain. There it is. I was at the water fountain. And on the back of it, it says, J'étais à la fontaine. J'étais à la fontaine. So on the back of my card, I would write, J'étais à la, let's see if I can get it to type, fontaine. Done. Okay? Again, on the front of our cards, though, we're going to have our initials, and we'll have our block and our teacher's initial. Okay? Let's see if on the back of this one, okay, we all know what this is. This is the restroom, right? In French, we would call that, I was in the restroom. In French, we say, J'étais aux toilettes. J'étais aux toilettes. So here, I will go, and I will rewrite this. There you go. Aux toilettes. Okay? So there you go. You're all done. Okay? So that's how our flashcards will work. When we come to class on Friday, my biggest concern is I want all of your flashcards cut out. Okay, if you need to come to my classroom and grab a rubber band, I have a ton. So come on by, grab a rubber band. That's not a big deal if you're prepping ahead of time. But go ahead and have those flashcards cut out with your initials and your teachers and your block information on the front. This section here is not necessary at the present moment because we're actually going to go through it in class. But if you want to go ahead and write it down, you're good to go. Okay, I'm giving you that option, all right? Otherwise, that's basically it. Once again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Stop by my classroom. Come on by. I'm there all the time, okay? And then if you have any questions about procedures for your classroom, if you're in Miss Nelson's class, you want to ask her. If you're in my class, come on in. It doesn't matter. Just come on and ask both of us. We're doing this as a team, so it's going to be amazing. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. But I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. If you need anything, email me or come by and see me or tweet me or whatever. Okay? I will talk to you guys soon. Bonne journée. Au revoir.